Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg, and today we are continuing a very long-running series. One of the longest-running and most successful video game series of all time. And if you've followed this channel for some time, you'll know that I'm a pretty big fan of Final Fantasy. And a while back, I actually did an entire series playthrough of all the sort of main digit single-player ones. Although I did include Final Fantasy XIV. I guess that wasn't part of my series playthrough. That was just, I don't know. But anyways. So I have played and completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, most of 14, I guess, and 15, as well as Tactics. That has all appeared on this channel. So yeah, I'd say I'm a pretty big Final Fantasy fan. I do have opinions about where the series has gone over the years. If you didn't watch my video where I ranked all the Final Fantasy games, in my opinion, my personal favorite is still 6, followed by, I can't even remember exactly what was 2 and which one was 3. I guess they kind of swap. But Final Fantasy X is probably my second, and Final Fantasy V is probably my third. Which is probably not that common of a ranking. But I'm a very gameplay-first sort of video gamer. And so the gameplay is all that really matters to me. And that brings us to Final Fantasy XVI, which I was very apprehensive about. I wasn't even sure if I was going to buy it, let alone do a Let's Play of it. But the reviews have been very good. The feedback that people had for the demo that they put out like last week was very, very good. And it sounds like it might just be a fun game. So yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna see. We're just gonna see. Yeah, I mean, we have a very sort of gritty anime protagonist here with a fiery demon arm. That's never happened. And the tagline here: "The legacy of the crystals has shaped our history for long enough." That could basically apply to every single Final Fantasy game, but you never know. So, I am playing this, it's only on PS5 for now, which kind of bums me out. I mean, I own a PS5. I even, paid a scalper to have it, back when it came out. But yeah, I would certainly prefer it to be on PC. Apparently it's coming, but who knows when. So, playing on PS5, and unfortunately, I am using an ultra-wide monitor, and PS5 doesn't really support ultra-wide resolutions in any sense, so that's kind of annoying. And I have to plug in these janky headphones that I have basically just for this purpose that I don't really enjoy wearing, so it's not an ideal situation. Now, interestingly, the voice acting and the mocap and everything was done with English rather than Japanese, which was very interesting. And I saw that the devs sort of recommended Japanese players. I think it was sort of misunderstood. People thought that he was recommending Japanese players to do English voiceover right away, but he actually said to do it for their second playthrough in English because you know, the Japanese is a dub. So that's very interesting. There aren't too many games from Japanese developers like that. And I remember a similar thing with Ghost of Tsushima. That was not a Japanese developer, but it was a Japanese game, and so people just assumed that it would be an English dub when really it was a Japanese dub. Anyways, gameplay focus. Do we want story focus or action focus? Story focus. You start with several accessories that simplify gameplay. Or we start with standard equipment, recommended for those players who are comfortable with action games. Yes. That's what I want. That is all correct.
It was Moss the Chronicler who said that the land of Valisthea is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals. And that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness. Yet, what they saw in the light gave rise to temptation. Temptation that ever lures us back into the crystal shadow. And thus did our journey begin.
Shit. Fireball. Fireball. This is intense. Evasion. Oh, I didn't evade.
It'll be light soon. Both camps have begun to stir.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
No one else? Where's the fun in that? How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them. Try to keep that in mind. Let's get this done.
Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Yes, Sergeant.
Oh.
I said focus!
Yeah. Great. Yes, okay. Yes, but okay, there it is. Thank God. So if you don't know, if you haven't been following any of it, one of the main producers, directors, I'm not sure exactly what specific role he had, but it was a pretty hefty role, I think, for this game was Yoshi P. Or Naoki Yoshida, or whatever his name is. People call him Yoshi P. And he's the main guy behind Final Fantasy XIV. So that was sort of the initial kind of buzz. Was that he really turned Final Fantasy XIV around by kind of looking at other games and understanding what worked and what didn't and what players wanted. And so that was kind of exciting then for this game, because Final Fantasy has been somewhat faltering in the last decade. You know, Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2 and Lightning Returns and 15. So, you know, hopefully it could be a real change of pace. We'll see. Also, I should mention that one of the apparent voice actors for this game, I remember seeing, is Ralph Ineson, who is in my favorite horror movie of all time, The Witch. And he also had a big voice role in Diablo 4 this year. So he's killing it. And I think you'll know his voice when you hear it, because it's going to be the most unique. Oh, okay, thank you. Yes.
We don't have time for this. All hell is about to break loose.
Time to move!
So, if I remember, the combat director of this game is the guy behind the Devil May Cry series, which really concerned me.
This is going, they won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
To the gates! Quickly! Move!
What do you mean, you refuse? Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not? Or am I mistaken? Besides, your dominant has yet to take the field. And when he does, our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Ironblood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Should this citadel be allowed to fall, the capital will lie exposed.
Yeah, okay. I saw a post about this, where you can just hold down the big middle thing, and this gets you lore related to what's being discussed in the cutscene. So I just want to really know what a dominant is. Those within whom sleeps the power of an icon. Though they look and think no differently to any other man or woman, they can not only cast elemental magics without a crystal, but also transform themselves into beasts of world-shattering strength at any moment, a quality for which they are honored, worshipped, and feared the realm over. Okay, so espers, or icons in this game, I guess, basically come from specific humans that transform. Yeah, those would probably be pretty important. Battle of the Twin Realms was the conflict fought between the Holy Empire of Sanbreque and the Kingdom of Walloed in the year 865. Sanbrequois forces with the power of the icon Bahamut on their side took the Strait of Autha back from Walloed, putting an end to a blockade that lasted several decades. The Walloeders, looking to hold back the Sanbrequois advance by any means necessary, formed an alliance with the Dalmekian Republic, who themselves were waging war against the Iron Kingdom on the Western Front and prevented the Empire from progressing any further. Okay. The Mother Crystal. Ooh. Okay.
I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board. Which just leaves me.
Trupka!
The Iron Blood will rue the day they set foot on Storm. This game is over.
You cock.
Let's get some lore on cock. No? Okay.
Benedicta.
Take care.
Does the lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
The front lines are gone. This is our chance. The chaos will conceal us.
should also mention, for those that remember, when I tried to do God of War Ragnarok, I had real trouble with the PS5 and this capture card and the PS5, and it just continually got out of sync, and just the videos were ruined, and I stopped trying to record it. I have a different computer now. I did a test. It seemed okay, so we'll see. But I don't know what I'll do if it doesn't work this time.
And quick and deadly.
As always. Take the van.
Take the van.
Wait. Something's not right.
Titan. So the Darmaks finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
And look who's here to greet the bastard.
Come on.
To die here, Wyvern. Move!
The hell was that? It's gonna be so crazy when we actually get to fight something. That's a lot of F-bombs right away. This ain't your grandpappy's Final Fantasy. Oh, okay.
You're just gonna stand there?
Wyvern! Wyvern! I told you before, you do not get to die here.
Do you yield? Well, if you're not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your arse in a puddle of pig swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way. My brother always looks after me. Right?
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give up now.
Two arms, then. It wouldn't do to disappoint the gallery.
All right.
Let's start again from the beginning. Come, show me your form.
Attack the Lord Commander. Press square to perform melee attack. Up to 4 attacks can be chained together. You got it.
Once more, please.
Simple.
Very good. Such swordsmanship will serve you well in the field. But can the same be said of your spellcraft? The flames of the Phoenix burn within you. Now let them burn without. Come, Clive. Rain fire down upon me.
Are you sure, dude? That sounds painful no matter how much you block it, but alright. Press triangle to cast fire. A ranged spell that can strike enemies from great distances.
Keep them coming.
Ow.
Well done. You wield the Firebird's flames just as a first shield should.
You flatter me, my lord.
Or would you rather I flattened you? Can be arranged. Let's see if you can elude my blade. After all, your attacking prowess will count for naught if you don't live long enough to use it. On your toes, Lord Rossfield.
Press R1 to evade an enemy's attack. Evading an attack at the precise moment it's dealt will temporarily slow the enemy, making it more susceptible to a counter using square or triangle.
Don't simply watch my movements. Read them.
Shut up.
Come on. How did you dodge that? I was sure I had you.
Nice.
Good. Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal. But you are not just any shield, are you? Show me what sets you apart from the rest. You have been blessed by the Phoenix, granted the use of its power. Call upon that power now to close on me. Well, I'm waiting.
Okay. Blessing of the Phoenix grants Clive the ability to perform feats of inhuman strength and dexterity. Phoenix Shift is one such iconic feat. Press circle to swiftly close in on a distant target. Both melee and range attacks can be used while executing a Phoenix Shift.
Fly at your foe before he can raise his gun.
Look at that.
Impressive. But even the most agile shield cannot hope to escape every blow. And death may come by a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000. There is only one way to ensure that you do not fall. Keep your wounds mended and your energies replenished. Speaking of which, my lord, you seem a little worse for wear. Now, that won't do at all.
Consumable items such as potions and tonics can be used to restore Clive's HP or temporarily boost attributes. Consumables can be assigned to the D-pad, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Potion. I wonder if there's a limit to how many you can carry. Otherwise, we got a real demon soul situation.
Battle is a succession of pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal if you are to navigate a path to victory. Or at the very least, to ensure that you live to fight another day. Enough practice. It's time for the test. You've recovered from your soaking, I trust. You wouldn't want to kick a man while he's drowned.
I thought you'd never ask.
Come then, Lord Rosfield. Spar with me. If you believe yourself worthy to be called Shield of the Flame, then prove it.
As you wish, my lord.
Have at me, boy. Make proof of your strength.
I wonder if I can use, like, the Phoenix Dash to do a precise dodge. The will gauge indicates an opponent's will to fight back. Break their spirit by landing attacks and strike them when they are vulnerable.
Go on. You're sure to beat him this time.
You can do it, Clive. Just stay calm.
Okay, so no, it doesn't count. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to remember it's on R1, which is a very weird button.
You're taking this seriously.
Keep going, Clive.
Nope. Lord Murdoch's will has been broken, leaving him staggered. Try dealing as much damage as you can before he regains his senses. Use R2 plus squared to execute Rising Flames, a powerful iconic ability granted Clive by the Blessing of the Phoenix. That was pretty good.
Well, it's time I took my own advice and used all the tools at my disposal.
Not quite. Nice try.
Come on, Clive. Keep pressing.
Boom! Ooh.
He won! See? I told you he could do it.
Aye.
Bested at last.
It's taken me long enough.
That was a display worthy of your father. You are a true Shield of the Flame, and let no one tell you otherwise. Including me. What are you lot gawping at? Back to your drills.
Joshua. I was just tired. The Phoenix's flames are a gift. You mustn't waste them.
It isn't.
Yeah, hold on. Alright, so let's read about Clive. Firstborn son of Archduke Elwin, ruler of Rosaria. He was appointed first Shield of Rosaria, tasked to guard the Phoenix and blessed with the ability to wield a part of his fire. Okay. Joshua, second son of the Archduke, appointed heir to the ducal throne by virtue of his awakening as the dominant of the Phoenix. His love and admiration for his elder brother Clive is absolute. Okay, so he can turn into the Phoenix, apparently. Which is why he's the heir to the throne. Okay. And Clive is his personal protector. Which is why he has the blessing of the Phoenix. Rodney Murdoch. It's a very Final Fantasy name. Rodney. Lord Commander of the Rosarian Army. Okay.
Waste. My shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
That's why. You were coughing this morning too. You shouldn't be outdoors.
I'll be fine. It's just a cold.
Don't push yourself.
His Grace has returned!
Father's back.
Hey.
Your Grace, please, this is no place for one such as you.
I would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy.
Who's this? Oh, no, didn't update.
Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you, Your Grace. We live to serve.
Joshua. You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
I'm sorry.
Good day to you, Mother.
Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us. Lord Murdoch?
Your Grace.
What a way to treat your own flesh and blood.
I know. It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
We should join them.
Who is this girl? Oh, Jill Warwick. Princess of the Northern Territories. Made a ward of Rosaria after Homeland's incessant raids were quelled by the Duchy. Okay, basically their adopted sister. Annabella Rosefield. Duchess of Rosaria. While she adores her younger son, she treats Clive and Jill with naught but thinly veiled contempt. Damn, look at that chocobo.
Rise, my friends.
Welcome home, Father.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust?
Yes, Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I went to the Bailey to watch Clive's spa.
Is that so?
Quiet, Torgal. Stop it, boy. Not now.
You'll make a fine hound one day.
Father.
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
Is the situation truly so grave?
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
Yes, Father. Your Grace.
Shields dismissed.
Okay. I mean, I hate to constantly interrupt, but that's what this feature is for. Archduke of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria and father of Clive and Joshua. Loved by his people for his steadfast leadership both at home and on the battlefield, which he put to good effect in quelling the rebellious northern territories. And Torgal. You know what this is? This is really like old people watching a movie, and they're just constantly like, "Who's that character? Who's that guy? What is his deal? Why does that woman not like him? What's with the dog? What's happening with the dog?" You know. Now you can know. Now you can know it all.
Torgal. Where do you think you're going, Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Should you find yourself lost, hold down L3, trust in your animal instinct. Okay. Well, whatever you want to call it.
I'm not sure. I need to speak with Father.
Let's get stuff unpacked on the Duchess.
So this is it, lads.
Good as new.
Forgive me, Lord Marquess. Pray do not concern yourself with this bungling cur. Bow to him, you fool. Did I say to speak?
It was no trouble. Really.
Oh, do not indulge him. To be allowed to stand in your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Stand, please.
Hold on, let's find out about these guys. This bearer. Person with the power to cast magics without a crystal. In Valisthea, men and women who awaken as bearers are enslaved. They are marked with a brand upon their cheek and used as tools, a cheaper alternative to the scarce and precious shards. This system of slavery has persisted for centuries and has become so ingrained in Valisthean life that few take pity upon the bearer's plight, seeing them as less than human. Wow. Okay, so you have dominants who can cast magic without a crystal, but can also become an icon. And then you have bearers who can just cast magic without a crystal. But they're slaves, whereas dominants are like the most important people in the entire universe. The mark applied to the cheeks of bearers across Valisthea, identifying them as something other than human. Newborn babes are checked at birth, those who are found to be bearers being branded and taken into the custody of the state. Rarely bearers evade this test, either because their parents hide them, the testers are lax in their duties, or their powers do not awaken until later. Yet most do not remain unbranded for long.
Start.
I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
Don't work too hard. Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
As do we all, my lord.
As do we all.
Come along now. Back to your duties.
Looks like they're getting ready for supper.
I think someone's hungry.
Nice and quiet in here, isn't it? There's Joshua.
Yep, there's Joshua.
Clive,
Are you worried about the war?
the soldiers will expect the Phoenix to help them, but I don't know if I can.
Don't worry, Joshua. Father will guide you. And I will protect you. Always.
I know. Thank you, Clive.
Do you understand? The power of the Phoenix dwells within Joshua.
Some large gates and stiff levers require extra effort to operate.
And Joshua
Okay.
alone.
Why? Why does that need to be a thing?
Good luck.
You commanded my presence, Your Grace. How may I serve you?
All right, you can stop licking my boots. Your mother isn't here.
Do the territories fare any better?
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, the Blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches. It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
By the flames.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands. Even if we were to send them south to Port Isolde, more would only follow in their wake. Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
The Deadlands, barren waste bereft of ether, where no life stirs and magic is all but unusable. Here both earth and water are stained black, preventing any seed from quickening. In recent years, the blight has spread ever more widely, displacing whole nations before it, driving once peaceable fauna to violent desperation and leaving silent devastation in its wake.
Against the Iron Kingdom.
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath. Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
We ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow. There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
There is something else I would have you do first. Rodney.
You will have heard the reports, I'm sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillwind Marshes. I know of the rumors, yes.
Then you know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey to Stillwind, search it and clear it. Then you will join us at Phoenix Gate.
It is time to prove your strength. And shut your mother up for good.
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
Mother crystals, enormous glassy mountains, 5 of which tower over the lands of Valisthea. They are the source of all the crystals that the people of the Twins rely on in their everyday lives. Not only that, but the lands surrounding them are rich with ether, making the magics the crystals cast even more potent. For these reasons, great nations have sprung up around each mother crystal and have long warred with each other for possession of their blessings. The Iron Kingdom is an archipelago nation. Mother Crystal Drake's breath rises from a volcanic island situated just within or without its borders, depending on whom you ask, and has been the subject of long-standing conflict between the Ironblood and the neighboring Duchy of Rosaria. Yeah, I mean, it shows you if the information has changed at all.
That will be all. Rest well. We ride at dawn.
Yes, Your Grace.
It's a good feature, though, that active lore thing. I think a lot of games could benefit from that. Where they just dump a bunch of names and places on you, and you just have to learn as you go. It's nice to just learn it.
How long will you be away this time?
Not long. 4 days, maybe 5.
And you will be taking Joshua?
Well, I can't exactly leave him behind, can I? The blood of the Rosfields runs in his veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate. It's our way. You know that. And only the dominant can enter the apothecary, so yes, I'm taking Joshua.
Oh, to hell with your way! The boy is ill.
You think I don't know that? But the boy is also the Phoenix. The heir to the throne. You can't keep him in swaddling clothes all of his life.
Elwyn!
Don't worry. Clive will watch over him. Though he is a youth of but 15 years, he's already a fine soldier. He will make a splendid shield.
You see more in him than the Phoenix did. He was rejected, Elwyn. Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless, a man like any other.
As am I, my dear.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke of Rosaria.
Oh, not this again. You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit upon the throne. All is in its right place. Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter. We have an early start. I'm going to sleep.
Um. Yeah, okay. It was not only her beauty, but her connection to a bloodline that produced many previous dominants of the Phoenix that led to her being proposed as a bride for the young Archduke. Indeed, the two are cousins. Having known from a young age that her purpose in life was to preserve her Phoenix-bearing bloodline, she dotes on Joshua and scorns Clive. Okay. Yeah, okay. I mean, I think it's a little ridiculous that she hates on him for something that, not really his fault whatsoever. But yeah, she's the typical just complete snob, elitist nobility that everyone hates.
This is it then. Time to prove yourself.
Wishing on a star?
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right. You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him. He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you. There's going to be another war, isn't there? Since coming here, I've begun to take peace for granted. I assumed the war between our nations would be the last. But it never really ends, does it?
No. The next war will be bigger than before.
But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria, after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
It's getting cold. We should go in. My lady.
Good night, Clive.
Metia, the burning red star that sits beneath the moon. Folklore ascribes to Metia the role of message bearer to the moon. So it is common custom across Valisthea to wish upon the star that one's heartfelt desires might be conveyed to the heavens and beyond. Okay. Yeah, they weren't kidding about, first part of this game just being a lot of dialogue.
Ambrosia. We won't be hunting today.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll do brilliantly.
I'll try.
Good luck.
Friends, we ride for Phoenix Gate. May the blessing of the crystals go with us and shield the Firebird's flame forevermore!
His Grace departs! Open the gates!
Lord Rossfield, allow me. I shall see her safely to Phoenix Gate.
Thank you.
We're ready to depart, my lord.
May I say what an honor it is to serve alongside you?
This is to be no mere investigation. If there are goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly. The Beastmen are a fierce foe. We underestimate them at our peril.
Not today, we won't.
Sir Wade, Sir Tyler, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
As you command.
To the marshes, then.
And I really thought this was going to be Biggs and Wedge. That's a big disappointment. Elwyn was born before his father, the previous dominant of the Phoenix, passed away, so he did not inherit the Icon's powers. Instead, he devoted himself to the study of swordcraft and statesmanship. I see. That's why he feels he's just keeping the seat warm.
And may the blessing of the crystals go with us.
Okay. So no overmap that you run around in. Not sure how I feel about that.
Keep your eyes open for those goblins. The reports placed them in this area.
It's all swamps from here. Watch your step, my lord.
And everything else.
Austin of Fog. Feeling overwhelmed? Try equipping one or more of the 5 timely accessories. For example, the Ring of Timely Strikes allows its wearer to chain complex attack combos only using square. Ring of Timely Focus slows time before an incoming attack, allowing for an extended evasion window. Okay, so basically, baby mode is what they're calling this. When equipped, Clive will automatically evade attacks as long as the attack can be evaded. I mean, honestly, just watch a YouTube Let's Play at that point. Why are you playing this game if you don't want to play the game? I don't know. I don't get it. Complex ability combinations can be executed by simply pressing square. That one I could see maybe using. If it gets really... I mean, I don't know how the combat's really going to evolve. If it gets really Devil May Cry-ish, I could see maybe using that. Ring of Timely Healing. Automatically use a potion when his HP falls below a certain point. It's not bad. But it's like a thing that I could see being just like a high-level accessory, you know, that wouldn't feel cheaty. Like, if you got it 3/4 of the way through the game, it would be like, okay, you know, it might just be like a good accessory you'd put on. But here it's like clearly just a handicap. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we are going to get weapons, we're going to get belts, and we're going to get Vam braces. Interesting. We have ability points that you can freely reset at any time. That's very interesting. Okay. So I could get any one of these, to be honest. Ooh, hold square to imbue his blade with fire and release to unleash a powerful attack. That's kind of cool. Okay. I'm gonna go for that. That's cool. Anyways. Okay, you can freely save anywhere. I guess that's a good thing. That's a very modern good thing. I'm not gonna complain. Oh, and look at the cute little pixel animations there. That's very nice. That's a very nice touch. Increases defense by 30% for 90 seconds. Oh, and there is a max cap. You can already see. You can only hold 4 potions, 3 high potions, 2 stone skin tonics. Makes sense. Otherwise, it's just too easy. Okay, that's going to be our part 1. It's hard to say so far. I don't know if I have any thoughts. The game looks good, and I think like the dialogue, the voice acting, and the mocap and all that seems pretty solid. It's kind of like, you know, watching a movie. But hopefully, yeah, we get into more just gameplay, and it's good gameplay. We'll see. I mean, I don't know how much Final Fantasy this is, but it's an evolving franchise. For now, though, my name is Mangg, and watching has been Final Fantasy XVI. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.